All right, so this is going to be a really candid video. I haven't really thought about what I'm going to say at all. I am actually going to do this video just to go through my brainstorming process because I actually have not put any thought into this yet other than the fact that it would be a good idea. And I want to actually record the entire process, including me writing my ideas down, me thinking my ideas out loud. So this is going to be interesting. We're going to be going through this together. It's going to be unscripted. It's going to be candid. I'm probably going to mess up. Probably going to say something dumb. I'm probably going to start writing something out and think that it's terrible and start all over. But I wanted to record the entire process for those people who are interested in really getting behind the scenes and thinking, seeing what goes on in my head when I'm thinking about these types of things. So let me go back a little bit and tell a little bit of the story of what's going on here. So I've been getting a lot of questions recently about Facebook advertising, especially with the new policies about Facebook filtering out even more of promotional content starting in January. Tons of articles are going around about just all the things that people think are going to happen and how terrible it's going to be for all businesses. And there's a lot of bad information out there, and I wanted to try to answer people's questions and give them some good information. So the interesting thing is, I haven't run a ton of Facebook ads for my photography business recently. Hang on one second. I just want to make sure this camera is recording. Okay, it says it's recording, but the red light's not blinking on the front. I guess maybe this one doesn't have one. So I told you this is going to be really candid and casual. So I haven't run a lot of Facebook ads for my photography business recently. I've run some, but let me tell you a little bit about why I haven't run very many ads. We've been doing about 40 weddings per year for the past, 2 years, I guess 2012 and 2013. And then 2014, we've done about 30 with a bit of a price increase. And in 2015, I'm hoping to do more like 15. That's just because now we have 2 kids and a long story, but that doesn't matter. The point is, we have a pretty strong referral base of clients and vendors, and we're getting more inquiries than we really need to book the amount of weddings that I want to book. So I don't necessarily need to be doing Facebook ads to gain business. I have run some Facebook ads for my page for gaining page likes, because I always like to have my likes increasing, at least gradually. I think it just adds an extra layer of social proof so that people can realize that I'm not just a nobody. I'm somebody who's actively growing in the community. I think people like to see that. I've also done some boosting of just regular posts, because the truth is, reach is really down right now. 3 to 6% is pretty average for most pages, which is not very many people. And I know that some of my content is really good. People really want to see what I'm posting. If I'm posting the best picture from someone's wedding, the people who are the bride and groom are going to have friends and family who really want to see that content. But if they don't go actively looking for it, it's not going to show up on their newsfeed. Well, if I hit that boost, I can choose to show it to friends of my fans, and if my clients are fans, Facebook's pretty smart about knowing that if they're tagged, it should probably show it to their friends, and so it really does a pretty good job of getting out that picture to people who really do want to see it. So I do boost posts for that reason, and I've seen pretty good engagement because of that. And I also, a lot of times I get people indirectly from Facebook, because they'll tell me, it might be a year later, but they're going to say, "Oh, I saw the pictures from my friend's wedding that you shot," and the only reason they saw them was because they were on Facebook. I know that because I've done a really terrible job about updating my blog, and maybe the client posted them on Facebook, but many times it's because I posted them on Facebook and people saw them that way. So anyways, to get the point across, Facebook works well for me as a way to really get people's stuff out there and make them feel good, make them feel important, make them feel special. And I also get a lot of organic referrals from people who just realize that I did their friend's wedding. So I haven't necessarily needed to run ads to gain new business, but I guess one thing I want to talk about is mindset. And what I see going around a lot right now is this really negative mindset that Facebook ads don't work or that Facebook doesn't work. And so many people are asking, should I get off Facebook completely? And my answer is almost always no, you should not. For the reasons that I've already said, and because I do think there's still value in Facebook. That doesn't mean it's for everyone. It might not be for you. And if you just hate using Facebook, you should probably get off Facebook, and that's okay. And here's what I want to say about mindset. The mindset you need to have is that Facebook is a way for you to connect with people you care about. That's what Mark Zuckerberg would say. It's a way to connect with people you care about, people and brands that you care about. And so what we're looking for with Facebook is people who care about what we have to say. I don't want to get my message out to everyone. Everyone doesn't care about what I have to say. I want to find the few people who care about what I have to say. And if you can do that, Facebook will work. It will. That's what it's designed for. And that's one of the reasons why people are having such bad reach right now, is because they think they're so good that everyone should care about what they post. But the truth is, everyone just doesn't care. And people haven't realized that. And whenever they have some bad experience on Facebook because people didn't like their post that they thought everyone should like, they go and tell everyone else that Facebook doesn't work. And that's so frustrating to me. And so Facebook ads are no different. You do have to pay, and you are guaranteed some sort of reach depending on how you bid and how you place the ads. But still, they're not effective if people don't care. But if people do care about what you have to say, they will be effective. I know that for a fact. Even though I don't have data to prove it yet, I know it's true. I know it's true. And that's why I want to do this experiment. So what I'm going to be doing here, basically, is I'm going to use my photography business as the guinea pig. And I'm going to run some Facebook ads, several different types. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. That's why we're here right now. I'm going to be brainstorming. And I am going to see what it can bring in, what it can do for my bottom line. I'm going to track everything. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about tracking as well. One of the things that I'm really, really going to specialize and focus on with Bride Formula is tracking and conversion. Those are two things that I don't think very many people talk about with photographers, really people in general. I want you to know for a fact whether or not your advertising efforts are working. And I'm going to show you how we can do that. So yeah, I'm going to run multiple ads, different types of ads. I'm going to see what works. I'm going to see what it adds to my bottom line. I'm going to be completely transparent about all of that. I'm going to put it out there for you to see. And I am extremely confident that we're going to see that Facebook ads are worthwhile. I'm sure of that. And that's why I have to prove it to you. All right, so I'm going to stop this video just so that I'm shooting this one with my 5D Mark III, and I don't remember how long it is before it cuts off. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off and start again with me actually brainstorming on the whiteboard now that I've done this intro. All right, here we go.